Hello students, my name is Amit Kumar and I am a MSc second year students of IIT Guwahati. In this video, we are going to discuss about the limit. Limit is a very important concept in the syllabus of JEE Mains and Advanced. It is a first chapter of the calculus portion of the syllabus, and before understanding the concepts of limit, you should have some basic knowledge about the different type of functions like greatest integer function, signum function, and there are several type of functions, and you should have some knowledge about the transformation of graphs or something. So in this chapter we will start from the basic concept of limits. So our first chapter will be concept of limit, concepts of limit. In this chapter we will discuss about the left hand limit, right hand limit, why limits are important. All these things we will discuss in this chapter. So we will discuss about limit with the help of one example. Let's take, we have a function x square by x. Here we can't cancel out like this. X square can be written in the form of x into x divided by x. So we can't cancel x with x because we don't know the value of x. For example, if x is not equal to 0, like we have to check value f4, then we can write it in this way, 4 square by 4. It can be written as 4 into 4 divided by 4. 4 can be cancelled out. But if it is, we have to calculate the value of function at 0, then what will be that? It will be 0 square by 0. It will be 0 into 0 divided by 0. So here we can't cancel out 0 with 0. So we know that the function fx equal to x square by x is not defined at x equal to 0. So to see the behavior of function at x equal to 0, we introduce the concept of limit. So limit is a concept in which we try to understand the behavior of function at some point with the help of the their value of function at their in the neighboring point. What do you mean by neighboring point? As we know, as we can easily see that this function is not defined at x equal to 0. We can write this function in this way. If x not equal to 0, then value of this function will be simply x. We can cancel out. But if x is not x equal to 0, then function value will be not defined. Not defined. So at x equal to 0, we don't know about the value of function, but we will discuss the behavior of function at x equal to not at x equal to 0 but in the neighborhood point of x equal to 0. What do you mean by neighborhood point of x equal to 0? You will see the value of function at 0 at x equal to 0 plus and at x equal to 0 minus. What do you mean by 0 plus and 0 minus? Let's take one number line, it is 0. 0 plus is a real number which is greater than 0, but the difference between 0 and 0 plus is very less. The difference between 0 and 0 plus is very less. Similarly, 0 minus is a real number which is less than 0, but the difference between 0 minus and 0 is very less. So we will calculate the value of function not at x equal to 0 because we don't know about the value of function at x equal to 0, but we know the value of function at 0 positive. 0 positive means the number which is slightly greater than 0, and value of function at 0 minus, which is slightly less than 0. Okay, so in the concept of the limit, we try to find the value of function not at x equal to a. If someone is asking us to find the limit of function at x equal to a, so we have to find the value of function at a positive and a negative. What is a positive? A positive is a slightly greater value than a, and a negative is value of x slightly at which is less than a, but the difference between a minus and a is very small. Okay, so that's the concept of limit. Further we will discuss all this concept with the help of with the graphical approach also. So here we will use a concept of x tends to a. We write it as x tends to a. What do you mean by tends to a? It's mean that x is not exactly equal to a, but value of x at a positive or x equal to a negative. Okay, value of x at a positive or a negative. tends to a means we will not find the value of function at x equal to a, but we will find the value of function at x equal to a positive and a negative. Okay, and it is completely different from x equal to a. Okay, that is the difference between x tends to a and x equal to a. At x equal to a we find the exact value at x equal to a, but in if we are finding the value at x tends to a, then we will find the value of function at x equal to a positive or a negative. Okay, that's the concept of limit. Okay, like if you want to find the property of a function at x equal to a, so we will find the value of the function at a positive and a negative. Okay, that's the exact concept. So now we will understand this concept with the help of graph. Understanding limit with the graph. We will understand the concept of limit with the help of graph. Okay, so we will take the same example, fx equal to x square by x. Okay, so it will be x if x not equal to 0 and not defined if x equal to 0. So we will draw the graph of this function. This is x-axis, this is y-axis. Graph of function fx can be written as y. So graph of this function is y equal to x at when x not equal to 0. So y equal to x line, but at x equal to 0 it is not defined, so there will be open ball. Okay, so in this way we can draw the graph of that function. So here if we have to find the value at 0 positive means we have to find the value of function at this point. It is 0 positive is slightly greater a number which is slightly greater than 0. So here if we will find the value of function, then it will be approximate equal to 0. So it will be value at 0.000001. So it will be almost approximate equal to 0 itself. It will be approximate equal to 0. Okay, so in the limit we find the approximate value. Okay, limiting value you can say. So in the similar manner we will find the value of at 0 minus will be here a number which is slightly less than 0. So at that point if we will find the value, then it will be f minus 0.000001. it will be approximate equal to 0 itself. Okay, at this point if we will see, then it will be approximate equal to 0. So in both cases we are getting same value. The value at 0 positive we will call as right hand limit, and the value at 0 minus we will call as left hand limit. Okay, so f of 0 positive will be right hand limit and f of 0 minus will be left hand limit. Now we will discuss about the existence of limit. When we will say that limit of given function will exist at a given point. Okay, so this is the main concept of limit we have discussed with the theoretical way and graphical way also. So now we will discuss about the existence of limit. When we will say that a limit of a function will exist, existence of limit. So if left hand limit equal to right hand limit and both the limits should be finite, okay, only then we will say limit of given function will be exist. And as we know, left hand limit can be written as, if we have to find the limit of a function at x equal to a, this limit we will say will exist at x equal to a when left hand limit, what will be left hand limit? Left hand limit will be f of a minus, what will be the right hand limit? Right hand limit will be a positive. Okay, a is here, so a limit should exist, the whatever value we are getting at a positive and a negative, those values should be equal, and both values should be finite also. Okay, that's the concept of existence of limit. Okay, we will discuss this concept with the help of some examples also. We can write this in this way also: limit x tends to a minus fx. Left hand limit can be written in this way also, and right hand limit in the similar manner can be written in this way also: a positive fx. Okay, and both these should be finite. So this was the concept of existence of limit. Okay, let's see a graphical question. Let's see a example. We have a graph of a function like this. Graph of a function like this. Just wait a minute. I am drawing the graph of the function. Graph of the function is something like this. Okay, three, 2, 1. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and this point will be 1, this point will be 2, and this point will be 3. Okay, x and y axes are there. So we have to find the value of the function. We have to discuss the nature of the function at x equal to 1, at x equal to 4, and at x equal to 6. We have to discuss the property of function at x equal to 4, 6, and 1. So if we will discuss the property of function at x equal to 1, so we don't know, you can say value of function at f x equal to 1 will be 1. Okay, so at x equal to 1, value of function will be 1, but if we have to find the left hand limit, it will be, left hand limit will be f of 1 minus. So if you will see the value of function at 1 minus, then the value we will get, it will be 3. In the similar manner, if we have to find the right hand limit, then it will be f of 1 plus value of function at 1 plus will be approximate equal to 0. It will be very small, no? Okay, so but here we are not getting same value as 1, so limit of function, limit of fx will not exist at x equal to 1. So here, from here we can claim that value of function will not exist at x equal to 1, because we are getting different value at different value of left hand limit and right hand limit in this case. So in the similar manner, we will find the value of function at x equal to 4. At x equal to 4, we are getting value equal to 2. Value of function is 2, but value of function at 4 minus means left hand, we are calculating the left hand limit. Value of the left hand limit will be 4 minus will be this, and value of function at this point is 1. Okay, in the similar manner we will find the right hand limit, that will be 4 plus will be, we have to find value of function at this point, it will be 2. So we are getting different value at 4 minus and 4 minus. So in this case also, limit will not exist of this given function. Okay, in the similar manner we will find the value of f of 6. F of 6 is not defined, no value is given to us at x equal to 6, but if we will find the value of 6 positive, it will be at 6 plus we are getting 2, and at 6 minus we are getting 2. So in this case we are getting same value at of left hand limit and right limit. So in this case at x equal to 1 limit does not exist, at x equal to 4 also limit does not exist, but at x equal to 6 limit of given function will exist, and that will be equal to 2, because left hand limit and right hand limit both are equal to 2. So In this way, we have discussed the concept of limit with the help of graphical method and theoretical method. In both way we have discussed. Now we will move on the next chapter that will be very important, and that is the indeterminate form. Just wait a minute. Indeterminate form. We have total 7 type of indeterminate form, and there are different methods to solve this indeterminate form. First I will list down all these forms, and after that we will explain what is the meaning of indeterminate form. So there are 7 indeterminate form. These are 0 by 0, infinity by infinity, 0 into infinity, infinity minus infinity, 0 power 0, infinity power 0, and 1 to the power infinity. Okay, so indeterminate form is a type of is a form of a function which and it is a form of function whose limit we can't directly find, but we can find the limit of that function in some indirect way. Like if in the last case we have to find the value of function x square by x at x equal to 0. If I will directly put 0 here, so I will get 0 by 0 form. This is a indeterminate form. Directly I can't solve this problem, but in the indirect way I can solve that problem, and the limit of that function will be 0. I will discuss how we can solve this limit also. So there are different methods to solve indeterminate form. So there is the same method for this form, same method for this form, same method for this. So there are four we can divide these 7 form in 4 sections. We will discuss methods to solve this type of indeterminate form. We will discuss the method to solve this type of indeterminate form. In this lecture we will discuss only these 2 type of indeterminate form, but in the next lecture we will discuss remaining 3 indeterminate form. Okay, so first of all we will see this first type of indeterminate form. Those are 0 by 0 and infinity by infinity form. So first type is type 1, 0 by 0 or infinity by infinity indeterminate form. Okay, this type of indeterminate form can be solved with the help of 3 methods. The first method is factorization method. Second method is rationalization method. And third method is L'Hopital rule. L'Hopital rule. This is a standard method which all JEE aspirants mostly generally use, but you can't use this method in board exam because this method is not available in the our NCERT or whatever books generally state board used. So please don't use this method in your board exam, but otherwise in your JEE Mains and Advanced you can use this method. And one important thing is that L'Hopital rule can be used only in the case of 0 by 0 and infinity by infinity indeterminate form. I have seen a lot of students who use this concept in the infinity by infinity indeterminate form also, but remember that L'Hopital rule is only valid in the case of 0 by 0 and infinity by infinity indeterminate form. Okay, so we will see these 3 methods. We will solve the indeterminate form of 0 by 0 and infinity by infinity with the help of these 3 methods. Let's see some example and try to understand these 3 methods, how these methods will work. So our first example is like this. We have to evaluate the limit of function at x equal to 2, and the given function is like this: x square minus 5x plus 6 divided by x square minus 4. We have to find the value of limit of this function at x tends to 2. Okay, if we will directly put x equal to 2 here, then what we will get? We will get 4 minus 10 plus 6. It will be 10 minus 10, and in denominator we will get 4 minus 4. So 0 by 0 form, which is an indeterminate form. We can solve this method, this limit, with the help of 3 methods. First one is factorization method, then rationalization method, and third one is L'Hospital rule. So L'Hospital rule. Okay, so first we will use first method for solving this limit. First method is factorization method, and we will solve this limit with the help of L'Hospital rule also. L'Hospital rule. Okay, first see factorization method. So how we will solve this? We can easily factorize this polynomial x square minus 5x plus 6. Factors of this polynomial will be x minus 2 and x minus 3. Okay, and here we will use a square minus b square formula. It will be x minus 2 x plus 2. Here we can easily cancel out x minus 2 with the x plus 2, because we know that x tends to 2 is not what do you mean by x tends to 2? It means that x is not equal to 2. X will be either equal to 2 positive or x equal to 2 negative. So this number is not equal to 2, it will be something 2 positive or 2 negative. So it will be 0.00 something. So we can cancel out these two terms. Okay, so after that we will directly put 2 here. So it will be 2 minus 3, 2 plus 2. So after all, we will get minus 1 by 4. In L'Hospital rule, we will differentiate numerator and denominator separately. Some of the students do mistake during applying L'Hospital rule. They differentiate whole function with the help of x, but it's not correct. We have to differentiate numerator and denominator separately. Okay, so how we will solve this limit? We will differentiate numerator with respect to x. The differentiation of x square will be 2x, 5x will be 5, and 6 differentiation of 6 will be 0, because differentiation of constant will always be 0. So same differentiation of x square will be 2x minus 0. So if we will put 2 here, 2 to the 4 minus 5 minus 1, 2 to the 4. So here we are getting answer in just a single line. Okay, so L'Hospital rule is very efficient and easy and less time consuming, but as I earlier said, you can't use this method in your board exam also. Okay, so in this method, in this way we can solve the limits. So we will discuss one last example for the 0 by 0 and infinity by infinity form. That will be for in that method we will, in that question we will use rationalization concept. So our next example will be like this. Example number 2. We have to evaluate limit at x tends to 0, and given function is like this: under root 2 plus x under root 2 divided by x. Okay, we have to find the limit of this function. So first of all, we will check the type of function, which type of function it is. We will directly put 0 here, so we will get under root 2 minus under root 2 by 0. So we are getting 0 by 0 form. So we can easily see that we will apply the one of the three methods, and the three methods were factorization method, rationalization method, and last one was L'Hospital rule. So in this case also we will use second method. We will use rationalization method, and we will solve this question with the help of L'Hospital rule is also L'Hospital rule also. Okay, in rationalization method, what we will do? We will rationalize the given function. How we can rationalize given function? We will multiply and divide the given function with under root 2 plus x plus under root 2 and under root 2 plus x plus under root 2. Okay, in this way we can rationalize this given function. Here we will use a minus b and a plus b. So a minus b plus a plus a into a plus b, what will we get? We will get a square will be 2 plus x minus b square will be 2, and here we will multiply the denominator part. Okay, if I will put 0 here, then it will be 0, 2 minus 2 will be 0. Just wait a minute, I am doing. Okay, 2 under root 2 plus x minus 2 so if I will put 0 here, so 2 minus 2 it will be 0, and if I will put 0, so again I am getting 0 by 0 form. But yeah, you will see 2 minus 2 will be 0, and here x will cancel out with x, because x is not equal to 0. X tends to 0 means x is not exactly 0. So we are getting 1 by under root 2 plus x plus under root 2. If I will put 0 here, so I will get 1 by under root 2 plus under root 2. Overall it will be 1 by 2 under root 2. So that will be the answer. In L'Hopital rule, we will differentiate numerator part. It will be 1 by 2 under root 2 plus x, and differentiation of 2 will be 0, it will be 1, so minus 0 divided by 1. If I will put 0 here, so I will finally get 2 under root 2. That is the easy part. So in both cases we are getting same limit, that is 1 by 2 root 2. So one last concept I want to discuss, and after that we will end this lecture. And the last concept is like this. If we have to find the limit at x tends to infinity, or we have to find the limit of a function at x tends to minus infinity, then what we will do, we will, in this case we will replace x with 1 by t, and here x tends to infinity was there, so we will replace it with x tends to 0. In this case we will replace x with minus 1 by t, and here x tends to, here we have x tends to minus infinity, we will replace it with t tends to 0. Like if we have to calculate limit x tends to infinity, x square plus 2 divided by x plus 3. So what we will do, we will replace here x tends to infinity with t tends to 0. Here we will put 1 by t square plus 3. Here we will put 1 by t plus 3. Okay, like if we have t, we have this question. Okay, so if we will put 0 here, so we are getting 1 by 0. So how we will do this question? We will multiply whole equation by t square. We will take LCM, so we will get 1 plus 3t. T will be in denominator. Here we will get 1 plus 3t square. T will be above. So here if you will put 0, here we will use L'Hopital rule, and finally we will get answer from here. So basic concept is that if we have to find the limit of function at x tends to infinity, so just replace x tends to infinity with t tends to 0 and x with 1 by t, you will get the final answer. And if you have to solve the second type of indeterminate form, so you have to just like type second was infinity minus infinity form and 0 into infinity form. So to solve this type of concept, you have to convert this type of indeterminate form into 0 by 0 or infinity by infinity, and to convert this you have to just replace x with 1 by t. Okay, that concept we will discuss in next lecture, but concept will be like this. To solve the type second question, you have to just replace you have to convert infinity minus infinity and 0 into infinity in the form of 0 by 0 and infinity by infinity form. Okay.